Putting those two names together can jumpstart a host of feelings and memories through Tuscaloosa and Baton Rouge. Moments of frustration, disbelief, and jubilation due to the battles that these two have had. From national championship games to season derailments, this rivalry has had it all, and we've got even more for you today. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 12th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. Coming out with it, it's Anderson. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. This series dates back to 1895. One of the odd things, guys, is historically the visiting teams have had a lot of success.
And these fans don't like each other. Man, you can feel the hate, the hostility. Both programs so talented, recruited at a high level. These teams have even rematched for a national championship before, Palmer. These two teams are ballers.
And this is a game, too, David.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He's stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a first and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. A first down run in the red zone. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground. And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started.
And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position. Jesse, they bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation, and they practice that all week. You never know when they're going to come up, but you have to have guys on the field playing with a sense of urgency. This has been awesome defensively.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Alabama.
Fourth down and goal from the 3. Can the defense get a stop? Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here we go on 4th and goal, ground to cover. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. He wants it all. Touchdown, Bama! They grab the early lead. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score.
LSU, 0.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Anderson. He gets it out to the 32 and sets him up with a little better field position. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They'd love to get something started here, down 6-0. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Thomas. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the snap, it's Thomas. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. He'll take a deep shot here. He's got it and more than enough for a first down. There he goes. And he slipped through the crowd and he'll house it. Touchdown LSU.
And that is such a backbreaker for the defense. Fourth and long, they're expecting throw that time. Everybody's got their eye on the QB, and still somehow they let the guy get in behind him for the long touchdown. That simply cannot happen.
And the extra point puts them on top by 1. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they get it done with a big play, a 76-yarder for the score. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
From the gun, the running back has it. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you've got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Hides the back on the option to give. Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to run for it. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be first and goal from the 6.
Yeah, third and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration so my running back can fall forward just like that and get the first down.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Alabama!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. From inside the 20, chance for great field position. Maybe if he could have eluded just one or two more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. A solid pickup there, works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Using his legs, it's Durham. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
Yeah, and I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets the first down.
Yeah, it means a lot to this offense, too, to have a guy like this that always just seems to fall forward. He always, in these short yardage situations, knows where that first down marker is, and he's able to get those hidden yards in piles, driving his legs to help keep this drive alive.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. LSU quick to the line.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Got it behind the line, it's Sharp. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They've swapped into the field and we're ready to go in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Gonna look downfield again. Bring in the heat. And they can't make the connection on third down. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking left. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
Well, this quarterback has a ton of confidence in his wide receivers to win one-on-one. You're not going to get a bigger opportunity to prove that than on that fourth down. That was a throw vertically down the field. Not an easy one to complete. He just knew where his guy was going to be and when. Stuck it right arm, and they keep the drive alive.
He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 13. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Give to the running back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening.
Really nice play call there because the defense might have been thinking on third and short in the red zone. They're probably going to run the football instead. They throw it, catch him off guard, and now they've got first and goal.
He steps and powers and works his second and goal, he gets another chance. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Scanning the field, it's Simpson. Looking to the big tight end. Got it in the middle, it's Craven. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to take off. Runs through a tackle. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
The offense changing the play. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, the offense goes toss play, but guys, they do it running into the boundary where there's just not a lot of space and room to work for the running back. He had nowhere to go, and he got tackled for a loss.
Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
He'll pull it down and run. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Really, really nice play, and I love bringing speed on the field. The more dime packages, the better on those third down situations. Now I got faster guys chasing in the back end with the receivers, and when the QB scrambles outside the pocket, I got a DB now going to try to get that QB. Makes all the difference in the world.
And that decision will be questioned for a while.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
He unleashes a long one. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referee signaled for the 2-minute timeout. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Miller with the ball.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Horton. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Fires to the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
Oh, and the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to be a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Intercepted deep in his own end. Looking for more room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, coming into this game, this offense knew that points were going to be at a premium. If you can't score touchdowns down here in the red zone, you at least got to come away with field goals, but you can't do that if you're throwing interceptions. That's just poor execution by the offense.
Sends it back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Thomas. The sweet feet buy a little time. It falls incomplete. How about the trickeration on first down that just goes awry?
Yeah, nice job on the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job on the D.
Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. On the direct snap, it's Thomas. The pass is incomplete. Thought they might catch the defense napping, but it'll be third down.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there.
Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Caught in the backfield. It's Durham. There he goes. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
Nice poise by the quarterback. Here's a big third down throw, and you want to push the ball vertically down the field, but if the defense takes it all away, check the ball down. Get it to your running back and let him go do the work and move the sticks forward.
Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Durham.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
On third down, he drops to throw. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And he's out of bounds at the 2, almost a pick six, but they're set up on the doorstep.
And I think this offensive coordinator is going to be frustrated with his quarterback. You got the lead. You want to get more points. You want to be aggressive, but you cannot put the ball in harm's way near midfield. Now you've given the defense a chance to now go score points and maybe take the lead in this football game.
Out of the gun, looking to throw. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Man, you got to give credit to this defense. In the sudden change situation, they barely had a chance to even blink. Just a second ago, they were on the sideline. All of a sudden, there's a turnover. They got to take the field. They're on their own goal line. And a phenomenal job getting lined up, communicating, and making sure that that pass play fell incomplete.
Under fire. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown time.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we're going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. The give to the back. Past the first down marker and still running. Oh, he's got some space. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
I bet that running back's eyes got so big when he gets that handoff going to the right and he sees the huge holes. Yes, please.
The defense just didn't flow quickly enough. All of the blockers had leverage on their men.
And that defensive line has to get off the ball a little bit better, get some penetration to stop that outside run.
Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking downfield, it's Gus Meyer. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. Body English, but he missed it. Guys, they could have cut the deficit in half if that field goal had been good, still down by 6. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Going to the run to start this second half. Trying to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Horton. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry.
Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. Looking to throw at Simpson. Under fire. Caught near the sticks. It's Williams. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Pressure coming. And they get to the quarterback.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming.
Man, interesting play call on third and long. I think we're thinking pass, and which matchup do they try to exploit? And they try to sneak a run in there, and the play's fine. I mean, they run the option very unsuccessfully. Small gain, and now we got fourth down.
Fires to the middle. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Back to throw, it's Simpson. Oh, does he turn that loose down the middle. Makes a connection. And it's complete at the 6. Defense right there, but now they're backed up with a goal-to-go situation. Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. After getting nothing, it's second and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can...
Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
He's got it. Two-point try is good as they build on this lead.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that two-point conversion.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. From the gun, running back gets to give. He's in open space downfield. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27.
And this running back right now is sending a very clear message. He doesn't want to just be known as a guy that can run around you or run away from you. He wants you to know he can lower the shoulder and get those tough yards if need be.
Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
Nice job by the defense there. You talk about when you have your foot on the neck of your opponent, you just keep the pressure down, right? You don't take it off. And with that opportunity on fourth down in their opponent's territory, you get the stop. You now get an opportunity here in the second half to build on your two-possession lead.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Quarterback may change this route. Going to sling it on second down. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on its way to a first down. And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. First and goal. To the air, it's Simpson. Here's the heat. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. And they'll get to the line and spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. It's now third and goal.
Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for 6. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deeper. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. I'm going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
You got to love what you've seen from the defense in this game, too. They knew coming into this one against this quarterback, being as talented as he is, they were going to have to be really good in coverage on the back end, and that's been the case all game long. They have never let it be easy for this quarterback.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him for the sack, and that'll